everyone, and thank you for being here and tuning into my channel here on YouTube. I am really dedicated to providing really valuable information that helps people on their journeys to personal growth, to healing, all things wellness. With my background as a nurse, also Akashic record reader, life coach, integrative nutrition health coach, master meditation teacher. The list goes on. I have dedicated the last 8+ years of my life really diving into the things that I'm going to be talking about today. So without further ado, if you watched my previous video on ancestral traumas, right? Like, what are you carrying that isn't even yours to carry? I wanted to bring forth a really interesting scenario that came into play when I was working with a client. And she had come to me because she has a business. She's really just trying to figure out how to put herself out there. And the main issue is that she is so afraid of judgment, right? Her throat chakra is just been completely blocked because she has been playing it safe, and she feels this like pull to do more, to heal. She knows she can reach people, she can really help people, but it's really hard to do that. It's challenging if you continue to play small and are afraid to put yourself out there and afraid of other people judging you. And the facts is that people are going to judge. They are going to judge based on where they are in their lives. And it actually has nothing to do with you. So whatever they are going through in their lives, they are going to reflect onto you. So if they get triggered, if they get annoyed, if they get ticked off, whatever it is, by something that you're saying or putting out there, it's just something inside of them is coming up to be healed. And so now an evolved person will look at that and say, "Whoo, there's that flashlight. It's shining in on something that's coming up for me to be healed." But those that are not on an evolutionary path will continue to point the finger and place the blame. But that is not why you are here. You are here for it. You are here for the healing. You are here for the transformation, and you are here to be empowered. And so without getting on another escapade there, I'm going to go back to my original story. And so anyhow, we've been doing some work on her throat chakra. And we decided to I'll back up a minute. One of the sessions with her, we did an Akashic record reading. And in that reading came up that she is carrying this trauma of playing small, having a small voice, afraid to speak up. This is generations of women in her family. This has been passed down to her. And so this, again, is where really taking a look at the lineage line of the family system. You know, how were the other women in your family? Were they allowed to have a voice? Did they speak up? Did they constantly put others first? Did they constantly put their own needs on the back burner? Were they expressive? Were they able to communicate? Or when feelings came up, was it taboo? We didn't talk about it. And so this was really interesting to her, because then when she was able to kind of look back, you know, through her mom and her grandma and all that, she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're right. Like, this has been going on in my family for generations." And so the beautiful thing, and like I said, if you watch the first video, like, this is a gift that you have been given, to have this awareness, to be able to heal the family line and to heal future generations. Because if families can pass on trauma, they can also pass on healing. So by you doing the work, you are doing the work for the collective of the family. And even though they might not, you know, physically see it, they will in a way feel it. Okay. So that being said, we started there. We figured out that this was, you know, this needed to be healing through the ancestral line. So having that awareness was key. Next, we went into some energy healing on our next session. So we did some Reiki, and, her, crown chakra and her third eye was very connected to the vine. She is, actually is a very radiant light, and she's got some limitations that she has put on herself. And so from here down, her chakras were stagnant. There was just a lot of stagnant energy, a lot of energy that needed to move. And the guidance that had come through for me, for her, was that actually starting at her root chakra was going to be the biggest event or thing that she could actually do for herself to heal the throat chakra. So a lot of people think, oh, it's my throat, I just need to concentrate on my throat. But I thought it was really interesting that what actually came up was start at the root and work your way up. And so, because if you think about it, like a tree cannot stand without a stable and secure root system. You have to be firmly grounded. You have to be strong and resistant to the wind, aka, people that might be triggered by, what you are doing in the world, okay, or the things that you are saying. And so, if they come at you, if you have a strong root, you're going to hardly be wavered, right? You're going to just kind of, oh, I felt that wind, but, I'm still upright and I feel good and I am secure. I am safe. I have a strong foundation. And so that was what was really interesting. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense. So for her, that's where she needed to start. And so, so we did that. And the other thing that is really valuable on this journey is really doing some cord cutting, okay? So energetic cord cutting. So, identifying the issue at hand. So whether or not this is not relevant to you and there's something else, there's some other type of limitation that is going on for you that is preventing you from really truly achieving what it is that you desire, identifying where that root cause is and then setting the intention to sever that energetic cord that's holding you back. Okay. That's a really valuable piece for doing ancestral healing as well, is being able to identify and then cutting that energetic cord. And you can just literally close your eyes. You can set the intention that you're cutting the cord. And then you're actually going to just visualize, I don't know, scissors, a knife, whatever it is. You can see the cord and then you're going to cut it. And then you thank your guides and your masters, your teachers, your loved ones that are overseeing your journey. Thank them for their presence, thank them for being there with you. And you can actually rewrite a lot of your future with the Akashic records and through energy healing and doing cord cutting ceremonies. So I just wanted to touch on that today because, again, I just think it's so valuable on our journeys, because people will sit and spin their wheels and not know, what it is. And it might not have something to do with ancestral, but I really encourage you to take a look at the family dynamics and know that, like I said earlier, that if families can pass on trauma, they can pass on healing too. And so, congratulations for being the chosen one per se. I know the path is not easy, because I am there with you. I am rewriting a lot of my family history. I'm doing a lot of, and have done a lot of really deep healing on a cellular level that has really, and it's really interesting, I've seen it cascade down the line already. So it's a really beautiful process. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and stay tuned. And we'll be doing some more talking on this and other empowering topics. So have a wonderful day.